Do you ever find yourself in a panic? I mean, a panic to the point that you are just deadly afraid. There's something going on and you're afraid. You might not be sure what you're afraid of, but you have a fear inside you. Let's talk about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. You know, it's happened to me. I know it's happened to several other people, and a lot of it's just called anxiety attacks. But at the same time, we have a fear. And there's a fear that goes on, and we don't understand why. But you know, even the disciples had fear. They saw miracle after miracle with Christ, but yet they would have fears. I'll take, for instance, when Christ was walking on the water towards the boat, they thought they saw a ghost and they were deathly afraid. And Christ was telling them, don't be afraid. Fear not. You know, I'm with you. And he wants us to know that too. He doesn't want us to fear. We don't need to fear. You know, if there's any fear that's going to pop up in our life, he already knows what's going on in our lives and he's got our back. So there's no reason to have a fear going on in our lives. There's no reason to have a panic going on in our lives. As long as God knows what's going on with you and with me, then he's got our back. There's just no need at all to fear. And let's talk about the disciples again. You see, they were good, they were strong, they got to the point, they learned many lessons. But when Christ was crucified, what happened? They scattered. They were all in fear. They thought if they can crucify the Son of God, he told us he was the Son of God, if they can crucify him, then they could just take us out like that. And they were afraid. They were deathly afraid. And they went into hiding. But what happened? 3 days later, Christ came back from the dead. He was resurrected. And when they saw him, they believed. When they saw him, all fear went away. It went away to the point that they were martyred for him. They were beaten for him. They would not deny that he had risen from the dead because they saw him. They saw him personally. They spoke with him. They touched him. They knew he had come back from the dead. And if he did that, he can do that for them too, which is what he's going to do in all our lives, is that we're going to have life eternally with him forever. We're not going to die. We're going to die physically, but spiritually we're going to live on with him forever. So that's what he did for us. And you know, over in 1 Peter 5:7, I want to leave you with this verse. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Think of that. He cares for you. So there's nothing to be afraid of. And when we believe in him, then we don't have to be afraid because he always has our back. And we know that we have eternity with him forever. God bless everyone. I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.